Yuma, you are playing a dangerous game. And it's not going to be funny if he finds out. How is he going to... Can you please stop being negative right now? I know what I am doing. You do not know what you are doing.
Jaxon is a very well-known rich businessman who handles his father's businesses. Sandra, who works at a spa as a secretary, wants to enjoy the goodness of life, and she will willing to do anything to get that. Sandra's boss, who is singles, asks Sandra to open an account on a dating site for her. She agreed to do that for her boss. Jaxon's father has forced him to get married or he forfeit all his inheritance. Miley received a message from her account on the dating site and started chatting for a while. Then Miley has a date dinner set with her online date. When it was time, Miley asked Sandra to go check the restaurant out if the date was waiting. Sandra came back and lured that no one is at the restaurant and maybe the guy stood her up. Miley didn't want to believe, but eventually she did believe Sandra. Miley was going back to the office when Sandra lied that she is waiting for her cousin in the restaurant. Sandra went back to meet Jaxon. As you know, Jaxon is from a very wealthy family, and Sandra did all the lies because she wanted Jaxon to herself. Sandra sat with Jaxon and immediately took the identity of her madam. So Sandra was acting as Miley. Sandra and Jaxon enjoy their conversation and exchange contact to kick off their friendship off the dating site. Sandra went back to the off and as a secretary to Miley, she deleted the dating account of Miley. She told herself that she must make it in Lagos no matter what, and Jaxon is her ticket to a better life. Sandra got home and told her friend about the activities that happened. Her friend immediately condemned what she did to her boss, and taking someone's identity is criminal. Well, Sandra said she will not be caught and immediately she gets the money. She will stop contacting Jaxon. Sandra went on a proper date with Jaxon to get to know each other on a personal level. Then Sandra lied that she lives in the hotel because she is renovating her house. Jaxon offered her to come stay with him till she is done with her house. Sandra immediately agreed to that proposal. Sandra went home happily and informed her friend that she will be packing out soon to stay with Jaxon. Her friend told her this is a dangerous game she is playing, but Sandra paid no attention to her friend. Sandra went to Jaxon's house. One day, Jaxon told Sandra that he wants to follow her to her office. Immediately, Sandra pretended to be sick and promises to take him next time. Jaxon went to the office. His father and brother called him for a meeting. In this meeting, Chief told Jaxon that if he doesn't get married next month, his brother Bright will become the next manager. Jaxon told them that he has a girlfriend now and he is inviting them to a dinner date so they can see her. Chief was happy to hear this news. Jaxon went home and told Sandra that his family will be having a dinner date to get to know her. Before the family dinner, Sandra's boss called her to the office to work for something urgently. Her boss asked Sandra what happened to her dating site account, and she wanted to chat Jaxon up for days now. Sandra told her that she deleted her account since the date didn't go through. Her boss understands Sandra's reason and let it go. Chief and Jaxon's brother and his friend came for the dinner in Jaxon's house. Whilst they were eating, Jaxon's brother went outside and he came with Sandra's boss. At this moment, Sandra got so scared and knew her secrets are outside. Sandra's boss revealed to everyone that Sandra works for her and she has been using her name for all these while. Everyone at the talk became so angry and they all left the house. Sandra started apologizing and Jaxon asked her to leave his house. Few weeks later, at the office, Jaxon's brother became the manager of the company and he laughed at Jaxon that he can't be a man like him. No wife. No child, not responsibility in his life. Just a father's boy in the company. Jaxon went back to his office in silence. Sandra lost her job as her boss didn't want her services anymore. Sandra's friend was not surprised at all by all the things happening to Sandra because she warned her, but she didn't listen. Sandra has been calling Jaxon to apologize, but he refused to pick her calls. Sandra sent several messages to apologize, but Jaxon never replied to any. After several months, there was a video of Jaxon's brother beating up his wife. He was arrested and lost a position in the company. Jaxon was called by the board of the company and appointed him to be the new manager. Jaxon didn't want to take the position before, but because of his father, he took it. Days later, Sandra keeps calling and texting and apologizing, and finally Jaxon picked up her call. Sandra came to the house and kneeled down to apologize sincerely and confess that she loves him. That initially, the plan was to get money from him, but as time went by, she developed feeling for him. And she didn't accept those expensive gifts from his father and was not money conscious anymore. Sandra told Jaxon that she genuinely loves him after living with him and sharing lovely moments together. Sandra apologizes again and was leaving, then Jaxon pulled her back and kissed her. Jaxon told Sandra that he loves her too, and since she left, he has been thinking about her every day. They both hugged and kissed passionately. Jaxon took Sandra to Chief to apologize to him and officially tell him they are dating. Sandra kneeled down to apologize to Chief and Chief forgives her. Sandra cooked a nice meal for them as they shared good memories together at the table and officially welcomed Sandra to the family. Sandra promised to never lie about anything again to them or anyone else, because she nearly messed up her life with these lies. Chief and Jaxon agreed to her and they all cheered to a good drink and food. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.
This is a crime. Ha! Madam, how is it a crime? I'm not hurting anybody now. You're not hurting anybody? No. You impersonated your boss. Look, I am your friend. And I am going to tell you the truth.
Wait, what? Just like that?
Babe, it's not just like that. We've known each other for weeks. And we have such a great bond. Babe, I don't feel comfortable with the fact that you're staying in a hotel when I have a house.